Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some major updates from the world of professional wrestling and sports media. ESPN has just made a huge move that has fans talking, especially those who follow AEW and WWE.
That's right. ESPN has officially announced a big partnership deal with WWE, and right after, they removed all AEW content from their website. We're going to break down what this means for the wrestling world and where the industry might be heading.
So what do you make of ESPN cutting off AEW coverage like this? It's pretty intense, don't you think?
Absolutely. It's a bold move by ESPN. It really sends a strong message that they are fully committing to WWE now that they've locked in this exclusive live event deal. It feels like AEW's content was pushed aside almost overnight as a direct consequence of this new partnership.
Yeah, and it's interesting because AEW never had a formal broadcasting deal with ESPN in the first place. Their content on ESPN was limited to news coverage, interviews, and features, while WWE has now become the sole wrestling focus for ESPN's live and streaming platforms. That's a huge shift in exposure for both companies.
Right, so for WWE, it's a massive win. Having ESPN as a platform for their premium live events not only boosts their visibility, but also aligns them with one of the biggest global sports brands. On the flip side, AEW is facing a setback in media visibility, at least on ESPN's network and website, where their news page has vanished.
And this is happening right as WWE accelerates their live event presence on ESPN. Instead of waiting until next year, they're starting in late September with Wrestlepalooza, an all-new WWE event exclusive to ESPN's upcoming streaming service. This means live WWE content will dominate on ESPN, further solidifying their position.
Exactly. AEW, meanwhile, will have to rely on their existing deals with Warner Bros. Discovery and TNT TBS for TV broadcast and other platforms for streaming. Their wrestling product remains strong, but losing ESPN's media platform means they won't have the same mainstream reach as WWE now enjoys.
It's definitely a major power play in the wrestling media landscape. ESPN wants to consolidate premium wrestling content under WWE's banner as they launch their new direct-to-consumer streaming service priced at $29.99. They are banking on WWE's massive fan base and cultural cash to drive subscriptions.
It will be fascinating to see how the wrestling fans react to this. The rivalry between WWE and AEW now isn't just in the ring, but also the battle for streaming dominance and media presence. ESPN's decision clearly marks its side in this war, and AEW needs to devise new strategies to maintain its momentum.
Let's start with the basics. ESPN shocked the wrestling community by accelerating the start of the deal with WWE. Originally, WWE's premium live events like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble were supposed to move to ESPN in 2026, but now that transition kicks off on September 20th, 2025, with a new event called Wrestlepalooza in Indianapolis. This means all major WWE live events will be exclusively streamed on ESPN's brand new direct-to-consumer streaming app, launching August 21st, 2025. This is a significant shift from WWE's current partnership with Peacock. WWE's Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque said the partnership is a major step forward, aiming to reach a broader, younger, and more diverse audience with ESPN's platform.
Here's where things get interesting. Until recently, ESPN covered both WWE and AEW in their wrestling news sections. AEW content, news, interviews, and analysis had a dedicated spot on the ESPN website. But after ESPN announced the WWE deal, the AEW section was removed completely, replaced with an error message if you try to access it directly. While AEW news can still be found using ESPN's internal search engine, there's no dedicated AEW page anymore. This change likely reflects ESPN's move to focus solely on WWE content, especially since AEW's TV rights belong to Warner Bros. Discovery and air on TNT and TBS, not ESPN. This editorial change shows ESPN's commitment to its WWE partnership, sidelining AEW in terms of media coverage on their platforms.
So what does this mean for wrestling fans? On the one hand, WWE fans gain massive exposure with ESPN backing their content, from top-tier live events to weekly shows. For AEW fans, this removal from ESPN's official coverage space may feel like a loss in terms of mainstream visibility. However, AEW still has strong TV presence and their own streaming deals, so they're not disappearing. They just won't be featured on ESPN anymore, which is a huge media player with a global reach. WWE will still have weekly shows on other platforms like Netflix and USA Network, and Peacock will continue hosting WWE's developmental brand NXT events.
Looking ahead, ESPN plans to push WWE events hard on their new streaming app, offering exclusive live streams and additional programming. The price will be around $29.99 per month, with bundles including Fox for those interested. Meanwhile, AEW will lean on its partnerships with TNT, TBS, and the Max platform for visibility. Fans are divided on ESPN's move. Some cheer the exclusivity and production quality WWE will bring. Others feel it stifles AEW's growth. This rivalry between wrestling brands is now playing out in the streaming wars and media landscape as much as inside the ring. Well, it looks like WWE just scored a big win with this ESPN partnership, no doubt about that. But AEW definitely still has plenty of avenues and a strong, loyal fan base to keep growing their brand. They've carved out a niche with their focus on in-ring action and wrestling quality, and that's something that hardcore fans continue to appreciate and support. So, while ESPN's decision is significant, it's not the end of the road for AEW at all.
Absolutely, and that's an important point to highlight. ESPN's move could very well shape wrestling media coverage and streaming access for years to come, giving WWE a major boost in terms of mainstream visibility and market reach. But wrestling fans are incredibly passionate and adaptable. They have consistently found ways to access great content from both promotions, whether through traditional TV, streaming platforms, or alternative social media coverage. No matter the platform, fans will continue to follow what they love.
Couldn't agree more. Wrestling is bigger than just one channel or media partner. And with the way things are evolving, new opportunities for content and coverage will keep emerging. So we want to hear from you. What do you think about ESPN dropping AEW content and the WWE deal taking center stage? How do you see this shaping the wrestling world going forward? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you like this kind of wrestling news and analysis, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time with more wrestling news and breakdowns. Stay tuned and keep enjoying the best of both worlds.